Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming. First, I would like to welcome you to Hamilton High School, and in front of you stands the OHSA Division I Women's Bowling State Champions for the state of Ohio. How about a round of applause? So not just the bowlers that are in front of you today, but the coaches as well. Their parents, a big thank you and congratulations. You certainly deserve it. As a token of our appreciation and what this means to our school and our community, we have some city council members here. I believe there's even a board member that's come to join us, staff, friends, family. So without further ado, again, another thank you on our part for Hamilton High School. I was there personally to be able to see it and can tell you what, that was probably one of the most intense things I've seen from 10:30 to 6 with an hour break in the middle. It took every pin to win this thing, and myself and our athletic director, Missy Harvey, were there for every single pin fall. So thank you for allowing us to be there, and I was truly excited. I had goosebumps. It was fantastic for me. So on behalf of that, on behalf of the City of Hamilton, I would like to introduce City Councilman Mr. Joe Lauer.
Thank you very much. Girls, this is an absolute honor for me to represent the City of Hamilton and recognizing your accomplishment of winning the Division I state championship. Our town couldn't be any prouder of you girls. I think it was 2004 was our last state championship for Hamilton. Couldn't be any prouder, and from my understanding, you guys represented us great. Little bit of a journey though. Third place in the league, had to fight your way out of that, then take the 5th spot in the districts out of Southwest Ohio, and then you just continue to fight and grind through it, which represents what this town is about, just showing some grit and getting through some tough things. Coaches and parents, I heard you guys were great representatives of Hamilton, and Coach Arvind, congratulations. My understanding is your JV was undefeated as well. I think great things are coming in the future, and I wish you girls the best of luck in whatever you do later on in life, and continue. And I hope our thoughts with City Council is we want to create a town where you guys come back and want to live here and grow up and have your family and raise your families here. And I hope that we hold on to every one of you. You are a great representation of the City of Hamilton. I think that every town should have a bowling alley in its town, but I'm glad to say we've got the only Division I state championship bowling team in the state of Ohio. Congratulations.
When I took over, I'm Missy Harvey, the athletic director. When I took over last year, I had the pleasure of my first kind of off-site venture was to go to bowling. I had no clue what I was getting into. I'll just say it. I get up there, I don't know a lot about the rules, I don't know a lot about what's going on with the game, but I was totally hooked. The parents are amazing. These girls are fantastic. I've watched you grow. I've watched them go through the ups and downs. I watched that heartache when that 3rd place happened in the GMC. I watched that grind to get out of 9th place, to get up to the sectional, to get up to the districts, to finish in that 5 slot. I watched where every pin counted. And on Saturday, we went up there, still didn't know what to expect. And for those of you who don't know a whole lot about bowling, not only is it long, but it is emotionally like up and down the entire time. You hit a strike, and then you leave at the 10 pin. Then you hit a spare, and then your team rattles off 6 strikes in a row. The emotional grind is part of it, and then I think about the fact these ladies threw 62 frames of bowling on Saturday. That's a huge number. 14 to 16 pound balls, 62 frames of bowling to finally get what they had worked so hard for. And I can't tell you what it was like to be there. I went home, I was hoarse, I couldn't talk on Sunday. I yelled as much as they did. I didn't get a bottle of Nesquik, however, so I was a little disappointed. You do? Okay, because I was very disappointed. I go to the girls after they make the final 8, and I'm like, guys, this is great. From here on, it's gravy. And they're like, no, we want the Nesquik. And I'm like, Nesquik? They're like, we have to have the Nesquik, the chocolate milk. That's what you get if you win. I'm like, okay, whatever motivates you. And I have to tell you, the last game, 50 pins is huge. 6 strikes in a row at one point, totally closed it out. I was glad to be a part of it. I hope that I'm considered part of this bowling family because it truly does mean a great deal to me. I feel like I've gained a lot of bowling knowledge and now I just need to learn how to bowl so I can go out and maybe knock the 10 pin down. But I'm going to turn it over to Coach Arvind. He has a few things to say before we introduce the girls.
Hello, my name's Nick Arvind. I've been coaching this team for 7 years. It's been an honor all 7 years to work with this great coaching staff. Darius Dethridge, Tim Arthur, Chris Bruner, Jessica Spicer. They've been phenomenal for me this year and in the past. How this team came together, I've known some of these kids since babies. Lily and Shelby played soccer together at 4 years old. Madison, I held her when she was a baby. Maddie, been friends with your family for I don't know how long. And watching you guys grow up, it means a lot. You know, the last week of the season, it was pretty tough for us. We lose to Fairfield by a few pins. And, you know, go from a tie for first to third place in the GMC. The conference championship, you know, we gave it away pretty much in Baker's. Another heartbreak. But that showed you guys what it meant. And it showed everybody else what we had to do in order to be able to get there, to be able to get to our goal. You know, at the beginning of the year, yeah, you set your goals. You know, your one goal, conference championship, your second goal, okay, the tournament, third goal, the districts, fourth goal, state. Well, but that's the overall goal. So to have your overall goal achieved, making it to state, not only going up there and being the first time ever the Hamilton girls bowling team has made it to state, but to go up there and win it. It shows so much determination and so much willpower from you guys. And I remember one of you guys had an open. Person behind you goes, hey, I got you. Focus on the next shot. And that's what we've been talking about all year long, having each other's back. And it showed at districts and it showed at state. And I'm very proud of that for you guys. I would like to introduce the girls. First off is Allison Porter. She's been, go ahead, stand up. She's been on the team for 3 years. This is her first year on varsity. Second, got Gabby Bryan. This was her second year on the team. She got called up for postseason and was phenomenal for us. Next up's Kara Getz. She's been on the team for 2 years. She got called up for the postseason also and was absolutely phenomenal for that. Next up is our only junior, Emily Bruner. Emily is a 3-year varsity starter, and this year she was named first team all GMC. Next up is Madison Harnish. She is a 4-year varsity starter, and she made second team all GMC this year. Next up is Maddie Clapper. Maddie's been on the team for 4 years. This, however, is her first year on varsity. And she was a second team all GMC this year. Next up is Shelby Deaton. Shelby is a 4-year varsity starter, and she also made first team all GMC this year. Next up, Lily Arvind. Lily is a 4-year varsity starter. She made first team all GMC this year. She was also named GMC Bowler of the Year. These girls, for their 4-year career, have a 55-10 record. They have a 30-5 record in the GMC, with winning the GMC championship in 2021. I do have a couple girls wanting to talk a little bit. Kara? You want?
I just want to start off with thanking everybody for coming today to see this. It's actually a real accomplishment for all of us. It's not only an accomplishment for us, but it's also an accomplishment for our school and the program that our coaches have worked so hard to build up. I just want to thank all the girls for the memories that they've given me, honestly. Even if this wasn't really like my team, it really felt like my team. Bowling is such an amazing program, and I think that even if you weren't a part of it or part of our bowling family, there's still room to grow and still room for everybody in this room to be a part of our family. And really, it was an amazing accomplishment for all of us, and I really am glad that all you guys are here to support it. This is a mental game more than anything, and without the strong team behind you to back you up, so many things can go wrong. I just want to say thank you to every girl standing with me today for pushing me and pushing everybody around them to be a better them and to accomplish this.
That is your team, baby. Yeah, you're one of us.
I just love the support that they gave every single person that came in that door, and I thought that it was amazing how they treated one another and the support that everybody had. Thank you, guys.
Next up, we got Lily.
Hey guys, thank you for being here. I just want to thank the administration and specifically Miss Harvey for supporting us throughout this entire journey. I know you didn't come. I know you were coming later in the 4 years that we had you, but we really felt the love and support that you gave us, and that meant a lot. I also like to thank the coaching staff for pouring and caring for us, like we were basically their own kid, even if we were. I wrote a little something, and so before I get started, I just want to thank the team as well, and if it wasn't for you guys, I think these past 4 years of high school would have been a lot harder. You guys gave me friendship and family throughout the 4 years. So to begin, this 1 year would not have meant nearly as much if it wasn't for the past 3 years that built up to it. There were a lot of ups and downs, like mentioned previously. And I also would like to mention that a lot of these girls have not bowled prior to the 4 years of high school. And for them to grow into a state champion during those 4 years, I think that speaks volumes to the hard work and dedication that they put into this program and the sport. After our freshman year, I think that's when our confidence grew and our potential was becoming recognized among not only us, but also the eyes that we had on us. I think we understood our potential and we had high hopes from what we could have done in the previous years, but also building up to this senior year, going to the state championship looked more like a reality. COVID hit our sophomore year, which all you guys know. And for me personally, that meant not knowing if we were going to be able to bowl our next match and not knowing if I was going to be able to have a practice with my team. And I think that spoke volumes and really made each practice in each competition, it made it more of a blessing and it became more valuable to me each time I got to compete with them. Through the ups and downs, I think that is what prepared us for this past weekend. Knowing how important Baker games were and knowing how that could make or break a tournament really kept us focused. And like mentioned earlier, we lost a few matches later in the season and we lost a few tournaments, but barely squeezing into the group of advancing teams to state, we knew our job was not done. It was such an honor and pleasure to represent our school this past weekend, and I was so lucky to have the experience with this group of girls. That's all.
But like Lily was saying, there's 5 of these girls that never did bowl before until high school. That's huge. I don't know how many state soccer championships can be with only 2 or 3 girls out there playing on the team that's ever played before. So that's huge, okay? I'd like to thank everybody, Missy Harvey and everybody, and thank you.
We just want to thank everybody for coming. We apologize that we had to get students out on the bus. We went a little longer. Again, that trophy, you guys, you put yourself into Hamilton High School history. And I know what that meant to me when I did it many, many, many years ago. It's something that will never be taken away from you. And when you do come back, it's something you can always look at and something that you know that you were a part of. So I congratulate you again. Coaching staff, I congratulate you. Hamilton High School Division I bowling state champions. How awesome is that to say? Way to go. Thank you, guys.